fuck's sake.
She hasn't got to put up with it.
Yeah, no improv, no.
Oh, hi. Great movie. The question I wanted to ask was that all the relationships seemed really real, and that was brilliant to watch, especially when things spiraled out of control kind of thing. So, how much rehearsal did you guys do?
Criminally, not very much. None. There was a bit of drinking in pubs was done, and again a bit of getting to know each other, but it was more. No, there wasn't any, was it? There was a couple of read-throughs, and that was it. This is weird standing here. We're hearing the questions like this. It's like in Morecambe Mindy. You know, you just hear these voices coming. You have no idea where they're coming from. Sorry, but yeah.
But we did, I mean, when we were actually filming, because we did the improvisations, a lot of that felt like rehearsals, you know, as opposed to having actual rehearsals. You just went and did it, and Ben filmed it.
Yeah, I mean, things like the dinner party was run as one long dinner party, so it's like 50 minutes, and everyone ate their food and chatted through it, so it was kind of, you know, that documentary element of the filming was actually in the performances as well, so they were living in the moment, and I think that really helped. Another round.
Yeah, I'm over here. My question is to do with the beginning of the film. There was a series of snapshots of basically the central couple. And I wondered if that series of montage was just to set with the audience an idea of what their relationship was like before the film settled into more of a pattern of kind of longer takes.
Yes. The idea was to show that they had a shouty but loving relationship. I think it's a kind of, what we were hoping for was it was kind of a rounded kind of experience of what a relationship would be like, where you can quite happily scream and shout at people, but also you get on with them all right. And no one's with me on this, are they? Did they? Right over the top of my Q&A, you cunt. Fucking hell. Dumping you.
The music for the film was really effective and interesting and unusually freeform for this kind of thing. Can you tell us a little bit about how that evolved?
Well, we started with a kind of, we had like a palette of music that we liked, and there was a lot of modern film and stuff, and then we slowed it all down to like 5% speed and kind of built this kind of soundscape with that, and then once we'd got that bed of sound, we went to Jim Williams, who's the composer, and kind of played it to him, and he went, okay, and we said, like, get on with that, but in the spirit of that, but not exactly like it. So he kind of then built those sounds up. But then he did it, you know, we kind of had about 4 or 5 stings which we used quite a lot from Feldman, but then he made basic themes through each of the characters and kind of overarching themes and stuff, so it's all, you know, he did really, really clever kind of thematic stuff, soundtrack stuff within it. And then we did a lot of, we had a lot of animal noises and other kind of weird, there was a kind of, with the sound design was like, we worked very closely with the composer and the sound design to kind of, they kind of overlap those jobs. So sometimes it was a composed bit of music, and sometimes it was manipulating bits of sound to make the soundtrack.
Hi, stunning film. I just thought, is the main symbol an actual piece of pagan iconography, or is it something you made up for the film?
I actually just copied it from the Deathly Hallows. No, that's not true. I've not read those books, I've no idea. No, it was the whole thing about the pagan, you know, the pagan stuff is it was meant to be unidentifiable as a religion and not researched at all, or not, you know, not looked at other real world or English religions, so that there wouldn't be any of that baggage. Because I certainly didn't want to make a movie where suddenly someone would come up to me and go, "I'm a white witch from kind of somewhere, and you fucking said our religion is a bunch of murderous bastards." I didn't want that at all, so we made it up from scratch. So it was done in our heads.
Hi.
What was the audio over the end of the movie? Because we couldn't really hear it. I mean the end.
No. It's like woodland sound. It's like the beginning of the film. So it's kind of like, and then this, and little bits of singing. So it just, I was going to go with that kind of the way that a Woody Allen movie finishes with a load of jazz.